Never in my wildest dreams, or nightmares in this case, did I think that is how they would go about exorcising a demon. Or demons in this case. So yet another Conjuring film has released in theaters, especially after the failure that was The Devil Made Me Do It. A lot of people were skeptical going into this. And I will say this is better than what we got previously. But the real question is it better by a small margin or better by a lot? So as we know, The Conjuring Last Rites is based off of a real case that happened with Ed and Lorraine Warren. A demon, or demons in this case, terrorized this family known as the Smurl family. They have no one to turn to, so they turn to Ed and Lorraine Warren. Mind you, at this point in time, they are done doing this kind of stuff. At least we think that's the case until they actually do it. And this demon that they're dealing with is not something that is new. When they were younger and inexperienced, they fought against this thing and ran away. Lorraine Warren was pregnant during this time. While she was doing an investigation, the demon got involved, got to the child, and made it stillborn. That is, for at least a minute, and then the child came back. So now they're back, 20 some odd years later, fighting the exact same thing. And lo and behold, the demon wants their child. Basically, finish what you started kind of thing. That all being said, their daughter, Judy, is the reason all this transpires. Ed and Lorraine Warren didn't even care to help these people. The moment they find out where she went because she has the same powers as her mom, can see all this stuff that's happening, they realize, oh, she's in Pennsylvania. We gotta go get her. We go and get her. They're like, all right, we're here at this house. We're leaving now. And then Judy's like, no, we have to be here to help these people, but this is basically what the demon wants, and you're basically just playing into their hands. So now Ed and Lorraine have no choice but to help them out. Granted, they wanted to help out in different ways, but now that they're here, well, so much for that. We also come to discover it's not just one demon, but 4. 3 of them died in the exact same house the Smurls are living in with malevolent souls. And the 4th one is something. And mind you, this is where things really piss me off because we're led to believe it's this big entity that's really, really important as it was a part of their first case and their last case. So yeah, you'd think that's the case. But no. We're led to believe it's Annabelle again. Of all demons, Annabelle? That's not confirmed, nor is it shown to be the case. She just shows up randomly for some reason, and that's it. You kind of just have to question why. And it's not like she plays a small part. No, she's basically terrorizing Judy. So, again, we're under the impression that the demon that led Judy to this house is Annabelle. But, you would think Lorraine and Ed would figure that out, but they never mention that that's the case. As a matter of fact, they don't even know who this demon is. To the viewer, you're like, oh shit, this is a new demon, unlike Valak, unlike Annabelle, it's gonna be great. And then we just don't know. I think it's gonna get revealed at some point, at multiple points in this film, but it doesn't. Maybe from its top chest upwards, that's all we see, but we don't get a name, we don't get any look, nothing. That made me mad. And all of this transpires because of this mirror right here. The same mirror that Lorraine touched when she was pregnant. The same one that they find in the attic of the Smurl family. The same one that was gifted to them by the grandparents of the Smurl family. And that's all how shit played out. They have 3 different babies at the top for the 3 different demons that exist on top of the 4th demon that is the main one. Lorraine states that the first 3 demons are basically the husband and a fair wife and her mother. The woman was having an affair. The husband found out, got an axe, followed the other 2, the grandma and the wife, and basically offed them in the basement. And we see those entities terrorize the Smurl family over and over again throughout this film. But the 4th one, they're completely unfamiliar with. Ed brings up a good point saying, well, we've dealt with malevolent souls like this before. What makes this any different? And Lorraine says, well, this time it's different. What's different? I'm being so real. There's nothing different about it. That's what really stuck with me the entire time, because this really isn't that different. You've got 3 demons that the main demon's hiding behind, but based on how this ends, it's did the 4th demon even get exorcised? And while we're on that topic, I might as well cover it. The very end of it. Basically, all 3 of them, Ed, Lorraine, and Judy, they're looking at the mirror. And the entire time, Lorraine tells Judy, it's you have to shut out the voices or everything that you hear, right? But at the very end, they're don't shut it out. You have to know that it's there, right? But it's it's just 2 separate things. You're told one thing throughout the film, throughout your entirety of your livelihood, and then at this very moment, it's you have to recognize that they're there. And it's okay, well, that completely disingenuous to everything you just told her not to do or to do for her entire life. So they turn to it, and they basically put their hand on the mirror, and it's just a reflection of them, but as the demons. And literally them as a family, they're just there like a Dragon Ball Z episode trying to push back some fucking key bomb or whatever. They're like, you're not real. And then the demons screech and the whole mirror shatters. I wish I was making this up, but that's exactly what happened. The power of family and friendship is what beat these demons. The same ones, mind you, that would convince you to pretty easily, as that happens with one of the other characters in this film who tries to go tell the church, yeah, this place is haunted, we need somebody in here. But the demon follows him there and just basically terrorizes him there. Basically using an extension cord, jumping off the 5th level of the church and that's that. That's over. You know what? Even during that moment, I thought we were going to see the demon because it was like a giant thing. They open the doors and all this black comes out. And you're like, oh, we're going to see what the demon looks like. We never do. That was a missed opportunity. It was terrifying. Oh, it was very terrifying. And I will say the tension buildup in this film was probably one of the biggest attributes that made this film work. Jump scares, they were okay. They were alright. Ruined it for me because of the people in the theater, but that's for a different video as I've already made it. But when the jump scares were there, they were pretty decent. And even the moments of the demons terrorizing the family, I thought were pretty good too. Like throwing up blood with the glass, that was ugh. So this movie definitely had its moments. I do believe that it dragged way too long. And the final part lasted maybe 7-10 minutes at best. Maybe 15 at most. But the entire build-up for just that to happen, like, are we serious? If it was that easy, that could have been done so much earlier. The pacing in this film was horrendous. It really was. And I kind of sort of get it. You have to bridge the gap between the Smurl family and the Warrens helping each other out. But, like, dude, it should not take that long. The camera visuals I really loved. You know, you're kind of sitting there like, ah, shit, this is gonna happen next. And the acting was phenomenal. I mean, obviously it is when it comes to these kinds of things. It's just when it comes to a horror film like this or The Conjuring, it's very difficult to, like, get it in a way that people will actually enjoy it. At least to the extent that we know we can enjoy it, like with the original Conjuring. It's like once you've seen one, you've kind of seen it all. You kind of understand how it goes. But for what it's worth, it was decent. Would I rank this top 2 in the Conjuring franchise? Absolutely not. I would rank this at number 3 at best. And no, that's not including Annabelle or The Nun. I mean just strictly the Conjuring movies. But yeah, personally, I rate this a 3 out of 5 stars. A lot of things could have been done better, but it's not a terrible film. I still recommend you go and watch it in theaters. If you like being scared or being jump scared, this is definitely for you.